Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another very informative video on the best local tips and tricks when traveling to Thailand. It doesn't matter whether you're a first time traveler or a seasoned traveler, this video will surely help you a lot. So before I get started, as you can see on my screen, 98% of you who are watching my channel are non-subscribers. I highly recommend you to hit the subscribe button and support my channel. And to ensure that I don't forget anything, I've made a small list, guys, based on my experience and based on my travel to Thailand for the last 7 times. So the first tip and trick that I would like to recommend you is, as soon as you land in Thailand airport, the first thing that you would want to do is pick up a local SIM card in Thailand, which is extremely cheap. You don't need any sort of international roaming plans on Airtel, Jio or Vodafone from India. You can land in Thailand and take a SIM card. It is very cheap and very affordable. And there are a lot of SIM cards like DTAC, AIS, etc. I've made dedicated videos on this, guys. But buying a SIM card in Thailand in the airport works the best. I've also linked those SIM cards, whether it's eSIM or physical SIM, in the description below. You can check it out. You would get 10 to 15% off when booking through those links with conditions apply. So the second thing is, okay, you got the SIM card. The second biggest tip is the transportation. Always have Grab and Bolt, works like Ola and Uber in Thailand. So before you even travel to your home country, you can save the data by installing Grab and Bolt on your mobile. It's available in Play Store and Apple Store. You can install them and go there with and you can register with your Thai number, and that will be it. Use always Bolt and Grab if you want to commute within the city. But metro is another very good alternative if you are traveling alone or a couple, but family might be difficult in metro because Bangkok metros are usually insanely very crowded during the peak hours. And the next tip I want to give is, cash is king in Thailand. Many of you asked me in my Neo Global video, can I carry Neo Global card? Can I carry this card, that card? Guys, cash is king in Thailand. You anyways have to carry 10 to 15,000 baht during the immigration if you want to show the immigration officer. So just mind and bother getting Thai baht exchange here in India. If you're in Bangalore, do ping me on Instagram. I'll recommend you one of the best exchange centers. It's not sponsored, guys, obviously. It's based on my recommendation. That's why I don't want to put it in the video, because it's not sponsored. Please ping me on Instagram, follow and then ping me on Instagram. I will definitely recommend you the best currency exchange center if you're living in Bangalore. But cash is king. Indian UPIs won't work in Thailand, so does most of the cards. But if you want to buy everything on your Forex card or credit card, please remember, it is only accepted in malls or very big branded shops. If you want to shop local, eat local, then you have to use cash. That's why I say cash is king in Thailand. Do not depend on cards. So the next tip or trick I want to tell is, always respect the Thai culture. In most of the videos, they don't mention this. There is a list of 20 to 30 etiquettes on how you have to behave or how you have to show yourself when you're in Thailand, guys. Its rules might not be same as India. So every country has its own set of rules. So I'll link those etiquettes in the description below. Please do respect Thai culture and their kind of way of living. It will really help you as a tourist, and it will avoid most of fights or dispute with Thai local people. Please respect their culture. So the next tip I want to give you is, I keep telling trip, the next tip or trick I want to tell you is about the shopping, guys. When it comes to shopping in Thailand, you would have seen many videos of many different outlets, many different shopping malls from very big YouTubers, which are mostly sponsored. But if you talk about just locally traveling there, and where locals buy in Thailand is, one is Pratunam Market and second is Indira Square. For your convenience, I'll also link them in the description below. Majority of the locals in Thailand shop in Pratunam or Indira Square if you want to get it for a very reasonable rate. And the best part about this is you can bargain. How much you bargain is how much you discount you get in these particular places. And the next is Chatuchak Weekend Market. So this is another very good place if you want to shop local stuff with the locals and enjoy some amazing food. This is one of the best place, that is called Chatuchak Weekend Market. You will have absolutely fantastic time if you go there. You will get a lot of dupes in terms of Armani Exchange or very big brands. This place is known for selling dupes. So if you're interested to wear that brand but not actually buy it, please do check out these imitation shops, which will really help you a lot in terms of purchasing those particular items. And the next tip I want to give is, which most of the YouTubers or most of the videos I've seen not tell, is Bangkok, especially in Thailand, is very, very famous for rooftop restaurants and infinity pool hotels. So if you want to experience the real infinity pool kind of an experience like how you see in Dubai, Thailand is very affordable in terms of infinity pools, infinity pool restaurants and also rooftop restaurants. So Thailand is one of the places in the world that's best known for rooftop restaurants. So if you're going there, if you have a day off, especially in the night, in the evenings, try one of the rooftop restaurants or try to stay in one of the infinity pool hotels in Thailand, which would be like crazy experience, and the same you might not get anywhere for that kind of price anywhere in the world, guys. So when you are in Bangkok, always experience this particular rooftop restaurants and infinity pools. And the last and the most important thing is scams in Thailand. Before I mention scams, I want to also mention, always try local food in Thailand. The streets where you see when you walk on the roads are very, very good. They're very hygienic. So do not miss out local food as a tip I want to include in this video. So the most important tip and tricks, guys, here is scams in Thailand. Now scams have been a lot of scams. Any touristy place in the world will have a lot of scams. That is very common, maybe an exception to places like Japan, but majority of the countries where tourists are more, there will be a lot of scams which will be uncontrollable. So the first scam is avoid renting a vehicle in Thailand. I know when you think about Thailand, you imagine yourself going to Goa, especially Phuket and Pattaya. So when you go to Goa, you rent a vehicle. When you go to Phuket and Pattaya, do not rent vehicles. Even if you're renting a vehicle, okay, someone has referred you to a shop and you feel that it's very good to rent here, but always remember, do not give passport for renting a vehicle. Do not ever go there. Do not ever give your passport. Passport is the most important document when you're in a foreign country. If you lose that, you're doomed. So do not give your passport. Even if someone recommends you a particular shop, please go, but do not give your passport. And please be aware of the rental scam. I've made a dedicated video on scams in Thailand. I've explained a lot about live examples in scams in Thailand. And also 200 baht scam. 200 baht scam is one of the most annoying scams in Thailand, I would say. Is people when they land in immigration, when they come out of their plane, a few people want to give the 200 baht extra, get an express line. But what's happening is, even if people don't want to give the 200 baht, people are okay to stay in the line or wait in the line for 1 or 2 hours. Still they are being pledged with giving 200 baht. But if you argue or if you show the proof, which you will find in the link in the description below, then there's not going to be any problem. They're not going to force you. I was speaking to one of my subscribers on Instagram last week and he was asked 200 baht, but he saw my video previously and he told that, I'm not going to pay, I'm okay to wait in the line. So they sent him to a different line. Please remember, it's your responsibility to not waste your own hard work money. Nobody is going to come and save it for you. Please save your own money and try not to get scammed or give even 1 rupee to the immigration officers. So scam number 3 is taxi scam. Never ever board a taxi in Thailand, especially a metered taxi, guys. What happens is you go to a point A and you want to travel to point B. So he's going to say very fancy price. Okay, no problem. I'm going to take you in 50 baht, 100 baht. That's it. But when you get down, he's going to put a price saying 500 baht. So if you try to argue, no, I didn't commit for 500 baht, he's going to call a few people, or you can't fight with the Thai person. You eventually end up paying more or the same amount. Always remember to use Bolt or Grab. The local metered taxis works well for Thai people coming from different parts of the country, but as a tourist, and video is only for tourist perspective, always remember to use Bolt or Grab. I've made a dedicated video on the transportation in Thailand. You can check it out. And the next scam I want to talk about is the walking street scam. Everyone thinks when they think about Thailand, they think about walking street. In walking street, you find several people with several billboards. Please do not fall into the scam or trap. You will be charged 10 times the price that they show you on that particular billboard. So please be aware of walking street scams. There is a whole video I can make about walking street scam. Let me know if you're interested. I'll try to make that as well. And also, I want to conclude this video by telling you that I've made dedicated videos on SIM card in Thailand, 200 baht in Thailand, 7 mistakes to avoid when you're traveling in Thailand, and best place to exchange currency in Thailand as well, guys. So if you have any questions, do ping me on Instagram, follow me and then ping me on Instagram because I'm not getting notified, or comment in the comment section. I'll surely respond to you as soon as possible. I hope this video was very, very informative. I'll catch you guys in my next video.